ranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Salter. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll go back to the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Setting up for the... Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Hayden. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got a man. It's Williams. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Daniels. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit-stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To the air, it's Lagway. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Now adjusting. On the run deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
His quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped. And this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage?
Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Reads it, fires complete. Still running at the 35. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. He's got him.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Headed to the end zone. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He might want another play. From his end zone, he'll go up top. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
What a throw and catch, and I love that play call. When you're backed up in your own end, it's a great time to take a shot. You're expecting one-on-one coverage on the perimeter. QB found the matchup he wanted, threw it in rhythm. You just can't do it any better than that on offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
And the Gators are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for 6. And they will score. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. There he goes. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Got a man. It's Miller. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Off-play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Going up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun. Rushes on him. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Here comes the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sturdivant. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Working that left side now. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. He can buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this game.
The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the toss to the left. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his possession.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here's force the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Caught. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on target this time. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Another touchdown for this guy. He's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Salter. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Immediately call timeout. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give from the gun. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
29 Philly.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. That's reeled in. It's Daniels. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Defense there trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Safe completion on the screen. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Slithers into space. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Welsh. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the air, it's Bailey. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Salter. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
For the offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got his man in the middle. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.